Hi, I'm Kristina from Two Peas in a Bucket, and I'm here with another week's worth of picks. This week, I did a little bit something different with my picks. Rather than taking quite a few different collections that coordinate in color and things like that, I picked two collections that at first glance appear to have absolutely nothing to do with one another, and the themes would be completely different. Like this one right over here is called Monstrosity from Sassafras Lass, and it's a double-sided collection, double-sided paper collection. I'll just run through those really quickly. It has this little monster lineup and all kinds of other little arrows and other little designs. The colors, here's one that has all the little monsters on it. I'll turn that around so you can see that. Lots of circus kind of letters. I was trying to think what that was. A lot of the papers have this open section on them, so you can do journaling or use it as a whole sheet like that. And then there's this one, again, a whole open thing. I picked this one to go along with a collection by October Afternoon called Roadmap. As I said, they have absolutely nothing to do with one another. One of them has monsters, one of them is supposed to be travel themed. But what I liked about the two of them is that they both have red. So you can see here's red, and then there's this ledger, which is pretty ambiguous. You can use it for a lot of different things. This one is the map, but then it has this really great green polka dot on the other side. This crossword puzzle, which I really like, black and white, a little bit of yellow, some blue, tealy polka dots and a stripe, primary stripes, this really nice red. I really like this one with the numbers on it. This is a little more travel themed with the road signs, and then just this basic grid on it. What I did with these is throw them on my desk and kind of work them together, and flipped over the sides that I really liked the best, which was like this red one, and this green one, I'm sorry, blue, the crossword puzzle, and I even really liked this particular one. And then what I did was pick up the Sassafras Lass ones that I really liked, which is this red one, this blue one, and these two black and white ones. And they all worked really well together as a grouping. And I like to do this a lot. I take a lot of different papers that I think have the same color families, even though they're not the same theme, and kind of throw them together this way. That way you are not limited to what their theme is. You're not limited to the monster theme. I've used 4 different papers here from the Monstrosity collection that has absolutely nothing to do with monsters. And you can use them in any different way. So if you pick up this collection with the intention of using it for monsters but run out of ways to use it just for monsters, there's so many other uses for papers. And I like to do this where you take the collections that are by 2 different manufacturers that are maybe different in style. The Sassafras is very whimsical, and then the October Afternoon is a little more conservative, and mixing them together to create a composition that really works really well. Excuse me, here's a sample that I did where I just showed you exactly how I did that, where I layered all those different papers. This right here is a piece of strips from one of the papers. That actually has a lot of different strips on it, and you can easily just take sections of this that you want and just put them in there as you would want to, which ones actually go with your paper. You don't have to use the whole stripes and all the things. You can just take the different sections that pertain to your layout. I used the arrows and the blue because it matched. I originally cut out the hearts and thought I was going to use those also at the bottom. It didn't quite feel the way I wanted it to. But as you can see, this has the monsters on it. But you know, you could use just this section right here and make it work really well on a piece of a layout that has orange in it, orange and black, or whatever you want. And I really like taking things out of context like that. A few other pieces that go in this collection that I used are the label stickers and the letter stickers. Now, they are very travel themed, but you could easily take pieces out of this and use them for other things like the observations. This particular line right here with all of the numbers on it, the adventure. These could mean a lot of different things. It could be used for a boy. And this, my layout, I used it for the fact that my kids were reading and they went to a different destination, and they were things to see, escape. They're escaping in a book. So you can take a lot of the different elements that are the same color and feel, but and take them out of their theme context. And of course, the label stickers, sorry. And I did actually take the alphabet from the October afternoon roadmap. I liked the colors. They went well with the layout that I was using, and I was really pleased to discover that when I wanted to make the words that I wanted, that they did have all of the letters in the same color for each of the words. I don't do real well when I'm trying to pick different colors for one title word all the way across. I like to have them be the same color for each word, and I am very happy and pleased to note that these actually do come, almost every letter comes in almost all of the different colors that they offer on here, so you can have a good chance of making one title the same color word all the way across. The other thing that I used from the October afternoon collection were their wild cards. I never actually opened these and took a look at them other than what was shown on the thing. And I was really actually quite pleased and surprised at how cute they are and the different things they have written on them. I actually used this one because it can be used very simply for some journaling. There's a map, this Go card, which I thought was super cute. Could be used for any kind of boy layout or anything else that you're doing. And I actually took my title off of this one. I had laid it out at first, but it didn't end up working out on my layout. But I did like the fact that it said Do Not Disturb, and that was the title, and actually those same colors that I ended up using for my title. It's really kind of cute. It actually says, please place card in door latch before retiring for the evening, which kind of was funny to me and cute, and that it is used in that context for traveling, but I was easily going to use it for something else, and it would have worked perfectly. A couple other here really quick. They kind of reminded me of Monopoly cards in a way. I thought that was kind of cool. If you're interested in the roadmap collection, we also have an 8x8 paper pad. And the 8x8 papers are actually the same pattern, but they're just smaller. Sometimes when you get the paper pads, it's the same size pattern and just cut smaller, but this one actually is a reduced size of that pattern. I love this. I don't necessarily do 8x8 pages. I always do 8.5 by 11. I don't even do 12 by 12, but I do like buying smaller paper pads like this and just using them in the center of a layout or just in pieces, so I don't have to buy a whole sheet of 12 by 12. But this has all of those papers. There's the ledger and the dots. You're actually getting all of them, all of the different patterns. Where if you buy the papers themselves, they're double-sided, so you can only use one side or the other. Whereas this one, you have all of the patterns in here. So that's the roadmap collection. There also is a couple other items with the monstrosity that I ended up using. This is their cardstock stickers. I ended up using this journaling one right here. It went really well with my theme. But they have borders, photo corners, and several different kinds of journaling stickers and just regular icon stickers. Some of them don't have monsters on them, so you can use them for any layout that has that color in it. You don't necessarily have to use the monsters. This collection also comes in a collection kit, and it also has a chipboard letter excuse me, that I really liked, and I was trying to use, and it didn't end up working out the way I wanted to. But I like that some of these say, you know, E is for elephant, and it has a little doodle on it, or I love hippos. I would have loved to have used that, because I do love hippos, but it wasn't going to work on my layout. But some of these have different images on them versus just being the different size alphabet. And these colors totally matched and could be used with that October afternoon collection just as well as that monstrosity collection, because the red, it has the blue, it has the black and the white, and it would have worked perfectly. So that's it for this week. That's my picks. This is a little insight as to how I normally do my scrapbooking, and I hope you enjoyed this week's picks. Thanks.